Breaking news. Breaking news. We have just been joined by a special guest. Big Debo is in the
The
building
GOAT.
with the
There
fitted.
he
What's
go.
going on, Debo?
There he go.
Envious. Envious.
DJ Envious. So I didn't get to watch the game last night, but I am kind of caught up on it all. And just basically throughout the whole series between Boston and Miami. Miami started off strong, man. Started off strong, looking like they came to close the series out. And somewhere down the line, something's not clicking. They're letting this series slip away, man. And Boston, they on a fence because they have to win. They can't let these 3 games go away. So they got to close this 7-game out, But that win not last night. That tip in, bro. I don't think nobody was ready to see that in the way it did, but it happened, and here we are going to Game 7 now, huh?
Man, look, I think we all knew from the get-go that like Boston was the better team. But I'm gonna go out here and say it, and y'all can do whatever, Miami fans, whatever. But Jimmy Butler playing with a bunch of G League guys, and it's showing. Like, I mean, yeah, you was up 3-0. You had to win one more game. And Boston told you. They said, "Hey, look, don't let us win a game." Because they know, hey, we the better team. We got Tatum, we got, Jaylen Brown. Like they just have the better team, man. And kudos to Jimmy Butler for getting them this far. But all the pressure's on Miami tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Or whenever do they play tonight or is it tomorrow? They play tomorrow. Okay. Boston could lose this game and it'll be okay. All the pressure is on Miami.
Because you let Boston come back.
Because you let Boston come back. Boston did what they had to do. They brought it. It's a one game, Game 7 to see who goes. Because it don't matter who win this series. Denver gonna win. I can
In
tell you right
playoff
now.
history, no team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit. And Boston
That's what I'm saying.
Boston is looking like they're about to change history right now, bro.
Hey, it don't matter because either one of them, they're going to lose to Denver. I mean, it's the NBA. Anything can happen. But all the pressure's on Miami, bro. Because you let this happen. You let this, I know we could sit there and be like, oh, man, well, the refs did X, Y, Z. Well, you could have won in Game 5. You could have won in Game 6. You could have won Game 4.
Yep.
You had all these opportunities to close out the series, bro. You can't sit there and try to talk about the NBA or try to put it on the refs. What about them missed free throws in Game 4? What about some of them missed shots? What about Jimmy Butler disappearing in the last game, Game 6?
Go on now.
Talk about it.
I'm just saying,
like, get to that.
Talk about it.
I'm just saying, like we can't sit here. You've had literally 3 games to close this out. And I know some folks are sitting there talking about, oh, well, if they lose, Eric Spoelstra needs to be fired. No,
Bruh,
Eric Spoelstra doesn't need to be
don't
fired.
get me started with those hot takes, bro.
No.
He don't need to be fired because, again, who heard of Gabe Vincent before this season?
Nobody.
Who does anybody know where Max Strauss went to college? Because I don't.
Hell no. Shit, Duncan Robinson was an undrafted. Duncan Robinson was literally in the G League, bro.
Duncan Robinson, undrafted free agent.
Nigga was selling shoes at Foot Locker, bro.
Bam Adebayo has been pedestrian in this series.
Mid Adebayo.
Crickets.
Like, I mean, Miami's giving everything they got. So if Boston wins, obviously it'll go down as one of the worst choke jobs in history.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's not for a championship, so I don't know if how high this will rank. But I mean, all the pressure's on Miami tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tomorrow.
Right. No, and you know, I agree 100%. And what you said about Eric Spoelstra resonates with me because, you know, Skip Draylor said, you know, if Miami lose this series, Jimmy Butler is going to lose his nickname of Playoff Jimmy. And I just felt I had to call him out on the BS. Like, let's be honest. Miami would not be here if it wasn't for Playoff Jimmy. So let's not go to the extremes and try to be the first to a hot take like that. Like, that's just not the one. That's not the fire you want to be sitting next to. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna fuck around and look like Colin Cowherd or Max Kellerman. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to save him from himself. You know, shout out Skip Drayless. But I just think that'd have been BS to put, you know, he would bear some blame. But to say, oh, Jimmy is not this or that. I mean, the dude literally hit 3 clutch free throws with the weight of the world on his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Took a nigga with no hairline to fuck it all up at the end of the game. So, T, what you think about is going on in this Boston Miami series, bro?
Bro, this series is up and down. Yeah, you had Miami come out hot in the first 3, looking like they was going. I thought we was gonna have 2 sweeps. So, hey, Denver obviously swept the Lakers, and I was waiting. I was waiting for Miami to sweep them in Game 4. It didn't happen. But, you know, a team like the Celtics, they going to find a way. And that's what they've been doing. They've been finding a way. To be honest, last night, Game 6, Boston was supposed to lose that game.
Absolutely.
They were supposed to. You lost a 10-point lead in
3 minutes.
3 minutes, 4 minutes. Yeah, you were supposed to leave. You had, like Skip Draylor say, shout out to him again. The basketball guys were on your side. That Marcus Smart threw that shot though, because that wasn't a real shot, but it almost went in. I mean, you can say that almost went in.
Marcus Smart been hitting big shots this playoffs go round, like the whole playoffs. You know, he been hitting big shots.
And the ball bounced perfectly for old boy to tip it in. Now, another thing. That looks bad on Miami, too, because you fought back from the 10-point deficit, tied the game, took the lead, but you let the number one thing they teach you when you start playing basketball, the number one concept, they don't teach you how to shoot, they don't teach you how to pass, they teach your ass how to block out. And there ain't nobody blocked out. So I guess, you know, Eric Spoelstra was just in there like, hey, we need to make sure Tatum and Brown don't get the ball. And he must have just, nobody thought to say, hey, we need to make sure we block out because they was killing us on the offensive rebounds all game long.
To be fair, though, they haven't rebounded well this whole series. Like,
facts.
You know,
Miami is undersized though. They are undersized in the front court.
If this series is anything, Miami gotta go out there and get another star.
Yeah,
because don't get me wrong, Jimmy Butler is a really good player, but he's not Kevin Durant. He's not LeBron James. You gotta go get another guy. Because in the regular season, if you can coast by the way they did, and then Jimmy Butler just goes God mode in the playoffs like this, imagine if you had like a Kyrie Irving or somebody like that, instead of like, you know, dump trunk Kyle Lowry over there. Like, imagine if you had him, a Kyrie Irving instead of Kyle Lowry. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
Like, Miami's got to figure out how to get another star there.
Let me just say this. You bring up a great point. One team that I don't think they'll do this, but somehow, some way, if Miami could get Paul George, it's a wrap in the East. If you ask me, Miami could get Paul George, though. I think it's a wrap. Because I'm looking at Philly. Fuck, Philly can't win if you gave them the W. They cannot win big games.
Well, Harden's out the door anyway. So.
Yeah, Harden coming back to H-Town, bro. Welcome back home, my boy. Welcome back home, my boy.
We can talk about
Grip
that, but
Cubs alert.
that's crazy to me.
Hey, bro. All right. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I can see why he would want to come back out here.
Why?
All his business and investments are out here. He got like
That's cool.
He got like two, bro. He
Hire
got
a
a fire.
business manager.
He got a fire ass steakhouse. The strippers fine out here, and he still got a house out here, bro. So it's like,
Man, no. Look,
Nah, bro.
if I'm Houston, I want no part of him.
what?
None.
Well, I get that. But here's the thing. Why would you not want to come to Houston? The Astros are good. Okay, the Texans just got a fire ass quarterback and one
But
probably the
be
best
good.
player in the draft altogether in defense with Will Anderson. So now you
I got that.
got top flight football
If you
team,
Houston,
top flight
if you
baseball
Houston,
team.
you want no part. If
I'm
you want
just saying.
Houston, if I'm Houston, you want no part of that.
I'm just
None.
saying.
Wait,
I'm just
wait,
saying.
You just said top flight football team. The boys finna finish last in that division to have a top 5 pick again.
All right.
Come
Time
on,
out.
bro.
Look at the division we talking about right now. Let's be real.
All right, I wouldn't say last.
All right. Okay. All right.
but they sure ain't winning it. They sure not
Hey,
winning.
yeah, I've seen crazier things, man. You know,
Yeah,
know.
to Jimmy's point.
I've seen crazy things,
But-
bro.
I
Colts-
mean, I don't see the fit. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like Houston, like if Harden joins that team, now you might be a 7th or an 8th seed in the West.
The
You
West
ain't
tough
winning
as
no
fuck
titles.
too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, does it really make your team better? Like,
With a new coach.
Right.
yeah, like, and just use that draft pick on somebody and go about your business. I wouldn't want no part of James Harden in Houston.
Exactly.
I will say this though: if I'm Phoenix, I'm hitting up the phone for James Harden.
Wait a minute. Time out.
Ooh.
Yes,
Ooh.
Who you? Well,
Can
he's gonna
all
be
those
a free
He's a
agent.
free
That's
agent.
true. He's a free agent. That is
he's a
true.
free agent.
Ooh.
That's a lot of
Chris
ego.
Paul, hold on, Chris Paul, you about to trade him away?
Chris
you ain't
Paul
paying
about to
him
go to Progressive.
with a $40 million.
Nigga about to
look.
progress into retirement is what he
Phoenix-
about to do.
Phoenix about to trade him to some team. Chris Paul gonna go there and carry them to the playoffs. They're not gonna win, but he'll do just like he did with Oklahoma City when they that bubble year. So you about to trade Chris Paul, right? You got to open in that point guard. You're not about to start campaign there. Ain't no way.
You gonna campaign for another point guard?
Right. So Harden comes in. He's your point guard now.
I like it. I like it, bro. I really do
That's a
like
lot.
it.
That's a lot of ego.
But to be fair-
to marinate.
Right. But to be fair, we just watched Phoenix lose because they ain't got a bench. You go and get Harden, you still won't have a bench.
But you trading Chris Paul.
Who the hell giving away suitable players for
Hey,
Chris Paul?
correct me if I'm wrong. Did Phoenix still have their coach, or did they let the coach go
They
too?
fired.
Yeah, all right.
So they about to have a new
Think-
coach.
Here's the thing. And we know this about Chris Paul. Chris Paul's probably, 37, 38 now?
Right.
Whatever team he goes to, he's going to make that team better.
I like it.
So there's going to be some crazy team out there that thinks they're a Chris Paul away, and they're going to give up those players that you're talking about that they need.
I like it. Breaking news. We have just been joined by a special guest. Big Debo is in the building.
Go.
With the fitted.
There he go.
What's going on, Debo?
There he go.
Y'all niggas caught me off guard, shorty. I was going to Cookout to get a milkshake for my baby mama.
Man, we ain't gonna. Hey, we ain't gonna
Hey,
take up
bro.
all your
Hey,
time.
shout
bro.
out to Cookout, bro. Shout out to Cookout. On some
Listen,
real shit, bro.
it's the best, cheapest, worst food you could eat, bro.
100%.
It's
Cookout,
good,
Cookout
but
is
it's
top
trash at the
tier
same time.
mid food, bro. Top tier
That's
mid food.
as fuck.
That just
It's-
sounds like some Atlanta shit.
M16 would love that shit because it's mid as fuck, dog. But
It's mid as fuck.
it's mid as fuck.
Look,
But they got
No.
some
Debo
real
about to get me
milkshakes,
into a
dog.
story,
They got
bro.
some real ice cream milkshakes for your ass. They got all the flavors you want, and they cheap. You know what I'm saying? You can go to
if
Cookout.
you drunk or high, Cookout is your destination.
Over
Yeah.
Waffle House?
You can go and get over
100%.
Over
You can
Whataburger.
go
Over
get a
Whataburger.
cheeseburger,
Dude, look.
some street nachos, hush puppies,
Damn.
and a fucking quesadilla at the same time in the same box.
Look,
nigga.
look, you can go to Cookout and get a burger with a side of a corn dog and nuggets, bro.
A side of a corn dog in there.
A side, nigga.
A side, or you could get a side quesadilla, and it's the same size as what you would get at Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like I was just in Nashville, bro, for work, and like, you know, we went out, we did our thing, and it was like, man, I'm hungry. I was like, man, look, I'm about to go to Cookout, and it was like, oh man, the food good?
That sound
I
real
said,
black.
Look, it ain't
That's what
great.
they said.
It ain't great, but it's gonna handle, you know, it's gonna solve our problem. You know what I'm saying?
So dig this. Cookout is, if you ain't got nowhere to go on Memorial Day tomorrow to get something to eat, they actually sell real hamburgers that's cooked on the grill. Like they actually use charcoal on their hamburger.
Damn.
You can taste the smoke on their shit. And the same thing with their hot dogs. They burn the hot dogs. If you ask them, they will burn it for you. So like,
bro,
Cookout is good because they have a lot of variety. They just throw everything at the wall. You can get anything you want because they got the best hush puppies out of any fast food restaurant I've never been to. Real shit. However, if you eat it, you might get sick.
I'm out. Hey, I'm out of there, dog. I'm out.
You
might have the grease on that shit, bro, is gonna soak up all that alcohol, bro, that you had in your stomach. It serves its purpose,
be drunk to get it. If you eating it sober, I mean it's good, but it's like wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. You feel me? Like,
bro, we went there that night and we had our meeting the next morning, bro. And my coworker came up to me and was like, "Why did you suggest that place?" I said, "I'm straight. I'm sober. I never said it was great food. It's mid as fuck.
It's mid.
But it solved the problem. You at this meeting, functional, you paying attention to the PowerPoint, you welcome.
You can get chili on your hot dogs. You can get cheese on it. You can get a slaw dog, nigga. They got everything you want. It's literally everything you want. Them niggas sell mozzarella sticks now. They sell everything.
Damn.
But it's not to be consumed on a daily, weekly basis.
This is like a one-off.
Yeah, this is a once.
I wouldn't say it's a one-off. I've eaten hot. I mean, I'll eat. Sometimes you might just want a hot dog, right? You don't want to go. Glizzy, whatever y'all call it now. You might just want to go get you a glizzy, nigga. They sell glizzy for $1, nigga.
This sounds like concession stand food, bro.
Dude, it's literally
that's it.
It's literally your freezer as a restaurant.
That's it. It's concession stand food. Like if all of y'all play sports, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
You know how when you play, look, you go to concession stand, they got that bullshit. They got some chicken nuggets that they done for some frozen chicken nuggets.
Them Frito pies.
The Frito pies, they got all of it. It's
I'm
higher
fucking weak, bro.
Concession food.
It's organized. It's organized concession food, bro. They take everything in the freezer section at the Walmart and put it on the menu.
No.
The one thing I'm gonna tell you that's really truly.
You want a hot dog? Okay, cool. Here's some nuggets and a corn dog.
Nigga, you could go get a 2 hot dog plate with a side of fries and hush puppies, and then get a quesadilla on the side, nigga. You know, you get everything. You get everything.
You probably spend about $10 on that.
It's like $7, bro.
$7 for all of
nigga,
that food.
You could get a double burger plate with chicken nuggets and a quesadilla for like $7.50.
$7. There's no reason anyone should go.
With the drink, it was $8 something with tax.
With the drink, it's $8 something.
No one should go hungry in Atlanta then. If you could buy all that food.
Well, that's the thing. It's like they strategically located, bro. So like every SEC college town you can think of, like the Oxfords and the Knoxvilles of the world, they got a Cookout right on campus, bro.
This is a chain concession stand.
It's around, bro. Cookout is a chain.
It started in the Carolinas.
It started up here in Charlotte, nigga, and they done came down to Florida, Georgia. They done made their way up to West Virginia. Last time I went to fucking Texas, I seen them as far as fucking close to the Mississippi border of Alabama, nigga. Like they don't reach.
No, that's what I'm saying. I went to Ole Miss, hang out with one of my boys, right there off Ole Miss campus. Cookout line.
That's
to the
tough.
Street. Right after the LSU Ole Miss game.
He go to Ole Miss?
No. He worked out there. He worked in Oxford, but you know.
Oh, okay.
What else there to do in Oxford?
Who go to Ole Miss?
He a Bama grad though, so I don't know if that helps at all. But
hey,
it probably is worse.
but even in Nashville, right? The Cookout that's there, It's not too far from Vanderbilt's campus.
Yeah.
And it was 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, bro. The line was like to the street.
Yeah.
Bunch of college kids in there eating.
The cookout stay open super late. It's legit like the place you go to. It's the Waffle House, nigga. It's what it is.
I like it, bro. I like that. I'm gonna have to check it out, especially when we go to ATL. We're gonna have to check it out, bro.
For sure, I gotta slide through.
When we like,
don't go to the one on
bro. I'm not bringing you there.
No, I gotta go get some wings.
Period.
I gotta go get some wings. Some wings.
Wings.
Some wings. Some wings.
From where?
Magic.
It don't matter. I heard what he said. I heard what he said. But from where?
I need them lemon peppers.
I need them lemon pepper loos. You understand?
Yes,
I know. Listen, if you want some wings, nigga, I'll come down home and just cook you some wings, nigga. Now, that's if you want that. That's what I got.
What I'm saying is, I need some wings.
This nigga
we need them wings.
I know. I got you.
I need the scenery too. I need the scenery.
Take you to the spots. This is what I'm telling you. I can take you to the spots.
Oh my god, shit. We got.
You know them underground spots. Hey, them underground spots be busting.
Listen, the best time to go get food at one of those establishments is actually in the daytime. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You might get shot at night.
At the club,
it's just too packed.
It's weird, but it is actually
convenient.
The best food. It's convenient. It's the best food, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's some real shit. And you ain't gotta wait on nobody. I mean, they only got about 5 people in there.
Nah, listen. They be
lunchtime?
having some folks in there. Cause niggas know. Listen, real niggas know. If you go to the Pink Pony for their little breakfast,
shout out Pink Pony.
The brunchy lunch special, nigga, they be having a little sirloin steaks. All you can eat, nigga. Them shits used to
all you can eat sirloin steak.
God damn,
my nigga.
Where is this at again?
Listen, the girls out there, they doing their thing, and you enjoying your steak. Get you a little bit of eggs, little hash browns. I don't know if they do the breakfast thing no more. It's been a while since I've been home, but nigga, that shit used to be hit.
Jimmy, Atlanta not a real place.
No, Atlanta is legit. Atlanta is legit a simulation, bro.
It's the best though. I don't know, dude.
Jesus Christ, bro. Look, we got Big Debo in the house with us tonight, so we might as well talk some sports. Debo.
First off, where the content at? First off, I'm proud to be on the show. I got the call. First off, people, let me tell y'all a peek behind the scenes of how niggas do, right? I've been begging for content for about a month and a half, right? Since I came back from LA, I'm like, damn, what the fuck content at? What y'all niggas doing? Y'all fucking up my workflow. I've been talking to each one of these niggas like, yo, where the content? What y'all gonna do? We getting it together. We getting it together. I've been calling niggas out on Facebook. Niggas like, nah, we coming. Tyler's like, nah, we got you. I said, cool, bet. I say, Jimmy, where the fuck is the content at, you dark-skinned motherfucker? Where's the content? These light skins don't care. And Tyler too nice. I need you to get your foot in the ass, because we know what EZ do. That nigga light-skinned the fuck. These niggas hit me up at 9:08 for a 9:15 call on a Sunday night. Even though it's the weekend and I'm off tomorrow, and luckily I'm off tomorrow. But I said, I'm in the car. I'm at the cookout line, nigga. And you know the lines are serious at cookout. I'm sitting here ordering my motherfucking milkshakes. I say, wait a minute. This is a call. These niggas ready to go right now. Fuck it, because I'm going to come in here because I need to tell these niggas about themselves. Where the fuck is the show?
Hey, bro.
Where the fuck is the show?
Hey, as a stand-up guy, I'm gonna put that on me. I'll put that on me. But look, when you're gonna watch it, you're gonna be like, okay. Changes.
It was worth the wait.
It was worth the wait.
I had to bust balls because you wasn't just gonna have me come in here, and I wasn't gonna. It was just gonna not be said, nigga. And I wasn't gonna do that. We was gonna talk.
Gotta respect it, bro.
Okay.
Gotta respect.
Let's get on with the shit.
Let's get on with the shits, bro. Hey, Debo. I want to talk about this because not too many people talking about it right now. And this might be a touchy subject for people. And we probably got about 10 minutes left. Bro, what you think about John Gruden as the Saints offensive coordinator? What you think about that?
I think he racist as fuck. What are we saying here? What are we saying? You bringing in John Gruden into a city like New Orleans?
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. Louisiana is used to
from a football
rednecks.
aspect,
Louisiana
I think
used to
he's
rednecks.
overrated as fuck. I think this man won a Super Bowl. This man has done more with winning a Super Bowl with somebody else's team than anybody else in the history of the world.
More than Steve Kerr?
However, say that again?
More than Steve Kerr?
No. Because Steve Kerr, because let me tell you why.
Because Steve Kerr's won multiple.
Yeah. You can win one title and with somebody else's players. At the end of the day, if you don't won 4 titles, and he done had multiple iterations of that team, Steve Kerr is actually coaching these people, right? He has actually done something and made adjustments on if it was just one title, then yeah, we could say Steve Kerr really was overrated. But John Gruden really just won one title, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
And it wasn't his team. And you see after he put his shit in there, he never was the same in Tampa Bay.
Nigga famous for Spider Y2 Banana.
I'm just I mean, is it gonna work? It might.
And even though it's two different sports, I would say this. If you ask players on both ends, players who Steve Kerr coached and players who John Gruden coached, who's respected more? I guarantee you Steve Kerr is respected the most.
I respect it. I just hate the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? It's fuck the Warriors. You know, so it's all good.
And even to that point though, it is your players. Players are a reflection of the coach too, and those players respect Kerr a lot. You can tell.
Absolutely.
You can tell they got a lot of trust in Kerr, a lot of respect in him, and they let him lead as a coach. Even though you got players like Curry and Draymond, who's at least Draymond's the most outspoken one, but. You know, at least on the court when it comes into leadership abilities, you got Curry, you got Draymond, you have Clay. You got those 3 guys who can lead a whole team essentially by themselves, really. But when you look at it, they put a lot of trust and they have a lot of respect in Curry, and they's letting him lead that team. And to what Debo said, he's won multiple chips. You know what I'm saying? So
that's real.
It's some working
strong
for
personalities too, because like you talking about Draymond, Curry is I mean he a little soft spoken, but he still you could tell he's a strong personality in that locker room.
Yeah.
Jordan Poole, KD, you know what I'm saying? Iguodala, he done led a lot of strong personalities.
Right.
And
KD call him a bitch, so I love that. I love that. KD call him a bitch, so I love that. You know.
Yeah, but I mean he's still there for two rings. What was it? 2 rings?
2 rings.
And then a third championship. I mean, listen, Steve Kerr, I feel like is a better coach than John Gruden.
Agreed. The football
aspect of it. I mean, you can do worse by hiring him as your offensive coordinator. I mean, but I don't know why you would do that as the Saints. I mean, you know.
Agreed.
Spagnolo can't coach. I mean, we see what Spag did last season, my boy.
Spag got good relationships. Because he's like the most mid coach I've ever seen in my life. But he cool with the right people that just want him on his team. Bro.
He got pictures, bro. Yeah. He got pictures.
I mean,
he got pictures.
Niggas got pictures, bro.
That could be.
But look,
that could be.
Oh my god.
But look, Debo. I like that. I like that Saints take. Let me get your take on your Atlanta Falcons.
Y'all still winning, Debo?
Y'all winning the Super Bowl this year, bro?
Y'all still winning, Debo?
Hey, hold on. I got a question for Debo. We all heard the answer, but I just got to hear it because I'm looking at him face to face. Debo, can your quarterback throw?
I don't know. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. Listen,
to be fair, Debo calling it out.
He is.
And I'm not anti Desmond Ridder like a lot of people. I will be the first to tell you, I thought that Lamar Jackson would have fit perfectly in our offense.
Mm-hmm.
However, I understand that the cost, especially seeing after what he went for, we wasn't going to be able to pay that. It would literally been jumping from the frying pan into the fire. We just got off that Matt Ryan money, and we need money to build our defense. We did that. Cool. We also, I mean, I don't know about picking Bijan Robinson in the first round, but I'm not going to sit here and act like he's not a generational talent. Like, that kid is going to be big in the NFL.
He low-key the next Ricky Williams if he plays cards right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. So, it's not like we picked a bad player. I just don't know what Desmond Ridder is doing. But I can say this. they are doing everything in their power to see what the kid got. Because, I mean, the wide receiver room is a little bit bare.
Mm-hmm.
I give you that. But it's not like we are completely deficient in weapons. You got Kyle Pitts, you got Drake London, you got Jonnu Smith, you got Cordero Patterson, who can probably be playing a lot of time in the slot this year. He has weapons on offense to throw to and make throws, right? I mean, Mac Hollins, he might do something. He might not. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? He fast. And I still think
like
we
Mac
got
Hollins, by the way.
I mean, I like him too. I don't think he's the number 2, but whatever. But even still, I think that, and honestly, I don't even think that Drake London is the number 1. I think Kyle Pitts gonna be number 1, and then Drake London is gonna be the number 2 receiver. That's just how I feel.
I like this.
Don't let Dre hear this. Oh my God! Don't let Dre hear this, boy.
But at the end of the day, they're giving him everything they can to see if he got what he got. I'm just like, my thing was, well, if you think he's the guy, why didn't you bring him in 6 weeks earlier so that we could have a better, instead of 4 games, instead of 7 games? Because Marcus Mariota was losing us games.
Mm-hmm.
How bad was Drake London? Or not Drake London. How bad was Ritter that you couldn't start him over fucking Marcus Mariota? And we all saw how bad Marcus Mariota was.
That's true.
Like the whole league. But he was young. I get it. You wanted to give him some time to go to the system. He'd have been in the system for a whole year now, so he better be making some throws. I'm reserving my judgment until like week 8, week 6, week 8.
I love it.
If we like 5-3, 6-2, something like that, hey, I ain't got no problems with it. I'm down with Ritter. I'm just saying I haven't seen enough from him to give a positive. Like, I can't give I can't put my stamp on him without really knowing what he got. Just 4 games ain't enough. 4 games ain't enough.
I agree with Debo. I think, like, you gotta give your quarterback the best chance to sink or swim.
Right.
Like what Chicago's doing with Justin Fields. We ain't got no tackles. We ain't got no weapons. Let's go get some of those and see what happens. Because if you sit there and say, okay, Desmond Ritter's not our quarterback, and then you go draft another quarterback, like one coming up in this year's draft, like you draft Drake May, and you still ain't got no weapons, you still ain't got no O-line.
It makes no sense. You're still stuck in the same thing.
You're still stuck in the same boat. At least if Ritter and Justin Fields and whoever else is in that category, right? As even if they don't work out, at least you already got the foundation in place that if you do have the right quarterback, they can be successful.
Exactly.
Tua is a great example. Tua have 1 or 2 more concussions this year. You got the foundation in place that if you do get a good quarterback in there, you're good to go.
Exactly.
It's the same thing in Arizona is actually doing it right too. They building their shit up. I really don't think they're gonna keep Kyler Murray. I really feel like they know that they're gonna be bad this year, and if they end up with like 2 of the top 3 picks in the draft, these motherfuckers might pull away with motherfucking Caleb Williams and fucking
Marvin
Harrison Jr. Nigga, that shit is a great.
They do have Houston's pick. That's a good call out.
Listen, I see the plan that they got, and like at first everybody was laughing at them, but that shit's starting to make sense. And you gotta put a line in front of these kids, man, because it don't make no sense for you to sit them out there and just let them get tore down. Like, look at Peyton Manning the first year in the league. Really, the first 2 years.
Trash.
He was trash. And he was trash because Indy had nothing. But they built that offensive line.
They went get a real stepper.
They got him some fucking damn receivers. They put a running back behind him, and then he was the greatest quarterback all time in that conversation. So, like, I'm with it. I'm down. I like the way our team is constructed right now. Do I think we need some more pieces? I think our wide receiver room is bare. I think we need some youth on the defensive line. But I love the way our offensive line looks. Like, I want to hear people tell me that they don't think we're gonna have at least a top 5 offensive line this year. At least from rushing, passing maybe. But I think Matt Bergeron gonna do good. I like the way my team is looking. I just don't know if the kid gonna throw or not. But we gonna see. Because guess what? If he don't throw, guess what's gonna happen?
Just gonna get a quarterback.
Get the fuck up out of here, dog.
Exactly.
We gonna get somebody next year.
Exactly.
And then whoever they do bring in, probably gonna be a top 5 pick, top 3 pick maybe, and we gonna fucking bring him into that already ready room. And you talking about you talking about if we happen to get Caleb Williams. I know it ain't gonna happen, but if we did, you bring him into the fucking offensive line, the fucking receiver, the tight end, 3 running backs. Motherfucker ain't got no choice but to fucking succeed. That's why I'm ready to see what Ridder can do. He really has been set up for success more than any Atlanta Falcons quarterback in the history of Atlanta. So
Straight up.
I'm excited.
Debo, lastly, I want to ask you, because this might be the perfect storm for your Atlanta Falcons, and I'm going to relate it to basketball. Once upon a time, y'all have had the absolute biggest fluke. And y'all shit the bed hard in that Super Bowl against the Patriots. But it looks like the Miami Heat are trying to one-up y'all. How does this make you feel, my boy?
My nigga, I said this shit on fucking Twitter last fucking night. I might have said it on Facebook. If they get unbanned me, I think I done got unbanned now. Y'all should be able to see my shit.
No, it went through on Facebook. Whoever sent it, maybe it was your burner account. But
yeah, listen, I've been through some shit the last couple weeks. They took me out, my nigga. Fuck Facebook. Anyways, I said this shit last night. I said, and I was on TikTok just trolling for about 2 hours. I said, I don't want to hear nothing else about 28-3 ever again if Miami loses the series, because you can lose one game. I get it, it's the championship, but you can blow one game, and everybody expects you to blow one game,
Right?
But to blow 4 straight games is unheard of.
It's diabolical.
It's never the worst. And people's like, well, people are saying like the Red Sox did it to the Yankees. I'm like, baseball is different. Because baseball requires one person to fuck up to mount a comeback. If your pitcher shit in the bed, a comeback is gonna happen, right? But in basketball, that's a whole team effort to fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, it takes everybody not doing what they're supposed to do to fuck up. And like, let's keep it a buck. We talk about playoff Jimmy, but that motherfucker acting like Timmy from South Park, nigga. That motherfucker is terrible, dog. He been terrible for 3 straight games. And this is against the team.
He sat out one. He sat out one. He sat out one of the 3-day loss.
He sat out one. But then he also said, oh, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. And then
he said it back-to-back games.
And then you got in and scored 14 points in one game. And literally was really shitty on this game, too. Let's keep it real. Last night's game, he was ass until the fourth quarter. And not even the whole fourth quarter. It was literally like 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. He decided to score.
Yep.
Because that nigga was passing the ball, bro. So, like, I don't know how y'all niggas talking about this is the new MJ.
I ain't said that. I ain't said that shit.
Team, then LeBron is definitely the GOAT. Because I don't remember MJ doing shit like this, nigga. MJ wasn't losing 4 straight, bro. And now you got to go back to Boston. I know you beat them in Boston, but you got to go back to Boston in Game 7. And let's just keep it a buck. Game 7 Tatum is the real thing, nigga.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, you have no momentum. We talked about this earlier before you got on. Like, you gave all the momentum to Boston. You had 3 games to close this shit out. I mean, we all knew Boston was the better team. And it's one of those things where it's like, you just put Jason Tatum's head in the place of that white guy's head, and he hit y'all with the fuck around and find out. The fuck around and let us win the game 4.
Miami fucking around at a level 10 right now.
It was Marcus Smart, nigga. Marcus Smart is the dog of that team. And he was like, just let us get one. Don't let us get one. Because we're going to get another one. And we're going to get another one. Like, I'm not a fan of Jason Tatum. I think Jason Tatum, to me, people say my point guard is the most overrated in the NBA. And whether you feel like that or not, that might be real. That might be true. But I can tell you this, Trae Young ain't losing a 3-0 fucking lead, nigga.
Hasn't he done that, though?
No. We ain't never been up 3-0 and lost.
Y'all ain't never been up 3-0. Y'all have been up like 3-2. I think if I'm not mistaken, in loss.
Yeah, but 3-2 is different than 3-0.
Yeah, that's 3-2 games.
Yeah, 3-0 is nasty.
Said, this is
3-1 is different than 3-0. Having one game under your belt is different than being down 3.
That's fact.
You are down 3 with no wins. It's crazy. That is the biggest choke in sports history, and I'm here for it.
Hey,
I'm
look,
here for it. I'm rooting for the Celtics.
It pains me as a Lakers fan. It pains me to say this. It pains me to give Celtics a pass. But, everybody's getting caught up in the Celtics being down, 3-0 or 0-3, whatever you want to call it, and, hitting their bumps along the road in this playoffs. But let's be real. They went to the finals last season and got beat. You know how hard it is to go back to back, my nigga?
Yeah.
Like, let's just be real.
Like that Derek White shot is
which
Ray Allen
should have never fucking happened.
Right.
Okay.
Right, but that
you didn't box out.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say,
no, not even that, Debo. When Jimmy Butler got fouled, there was 2.8 seconds left on the clock. When he shot the free throws, there was 2.1 seconds on the clock. Now, I'm not saying there should have been 2.1 because really it should have been 2.8 no matter what. But when Boston got the ball, there was 3 seconds left on the clock. You realize when no hairline Derek White caught that rebound and put it back in, there was 0.2 seconds left on the clock. If there was
game should have been over.
The game should have been fucking over. That's what I'm saying, bro. The game should have been over.
But listen, but that's shit that happens in the course of a game. Because I'm gonna just be honest with you. If Trae Young doesn't trip over the ref's foot in game, 5 at the Boston series 2 years ago, we go to the fucking finals. We would have beat Boston. We would not Boston. We would have beat Milwaukee. Literally, Trae Young tripped over the ref's foot because the ref was in the fucking way of a shot, hurt his ankle, and wasn't the same after that. That's just how it goes. If Giannis doesn't hurt himself in the series against the Heat this year,
was that ref Eric Lewis? Was that ref Eric Lewis?
But let's bring it back. Let's bring it back down to earth. We shouldn't even be talking about that scenario in this series with Boston and Miami. Because you should have closed this out 2-3 games ago.
2-3 games closed it out last night.
I swear, if we sit here, if Miami, if Boston wins, and I hear fans talking about, this happened in Game 6. You should have closed it out in Game 4. You should have closed it out in Game 5.
There's no fucking excuse.
Like bed, dog.
And that's the thing with
basketball. Gabe Vincent didn't play Game 5. Game 5, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or was it Game 6? Right. No, it was Game 5.
Either way,
it was Game 5.
Either way, there were some missed shots in Game 6. That if that would have went in, you wouldn't be talking about 2.5 seconds. You wouldn't be talking about 3 seconds.
Jimmy Butler in game 5 was like 3 for fucking 16 or something like that.
That bitch was 3 or 14 going into the fourth quarter last night.
But that's what I'm saying.
Jimmy Butler hits 1 or 2 more shots. You're not even talking about 3 seconds.
Nope.
Hold on.
If Duncan Robinson hits just one of the 3 missed threes,
that's what I'm saying.
At the end of the game, you win the game.
We can't harp on one shot. We can't harp on 3 seconds. If you hit 2 or 3 shots earlier in the game,
if you hit one more free throw, 2 more free throws.
That's what I'm saying.
Boston missed free throws. Marcus Smart missed one and Jaylen Brown missed one. If they don't miss those free throws,
that shit not even
regardless.
Yeah, exactly. No excuse for Miami.
You can say that on both sides. So, for Boston,
that's every NBA game.
Right. For Miami, this is the reason we lost. The reason you lost is because you motherfuckers lost momentum in Game 4. In Game 4, Boston was against the wall, and you let them get one. And then they got confident. And then in Game 5, that shit was a fucking dog walking. Y'all niggas didn't even fucking shoot.
Bro, I'm going to tell you
they lost this series. Listen, if they lose tomorrow, the series wasn't lost in Game 6. The series was lost in Game 5.
I say the series was lost in Game 3 because when Miami blew out Boston was it Game 3 or was it Game 4?
Game 3 was in Miami.
Game 3 was in Miami.
No.
Yeah, Game 3. Game 3 was in Miami. Boston. Yeah, Game 3 was in Miami. And Game 3, when they blew Boston out, and I get it. I'm just saying, when Game 3, when they blew Boston out, the fucking fans was screaming, "We want Haslam." And when them niggas started doing that, I was like, oh shit. Because Miami was up big, but they was literally like Miami was like, oh, this shit is over. Like, we're gonna put Haslam in tonight, and we're gonna go ahead and finish them niggas off in Game 4. They have not won a game since they were screaming, "We want Haslam." I'm telling you, it might seem subtle,
I'm saying.
That shit's crazy.
Tip in the other night, is giving me Ray Allen vibes. I'm telling you, because Ray Allen hit that shot to win Game 6, and I think everybody knew the Spurs was going to lose Game 7.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I have a feeling that this is about to be the same thing. Like,
did he finna lose, bro? Tatum finna go off for like 40, like I said last night in the group chat. Tatum finna go off for 40 plus. Brown's finna have 30 plus.
Listen,
Marcus
I
Smart
hate
finna
Tatum.
have 25. Like
I hate Tatum.
They about to blow Miami out the TD Garden tomorrow night.
Yeah, because Tatum is known to show up when it's time to show up. Tatum will fuck up because see, this is the problem with Boston. Boston plays with his food. There's no way, and I love my Hawks. There's no way my Hawks should have taken you to 6 games because you do what we are bad at doing, which is defending the 3, and you are the best 3-point shooting team in the league. They should have swept us, but they played with their food, and we took them to 6 games. Almost took them to 7 games. Real shit. They get to that fucking Philly series, and Philly really is not better than Boston. They never were. But even then, when the backs was against the wall, them motherfuckers show out and perform. They did it last year in the playoffs. So, like, if you think that Jason Tatum, who I think is the most up and down motherfucker in the NBA, who been down for 2 straight games now, ain't gonna come back up, you motherfuckers is wild.
And like we talked about earlier, that's the difference between Boston and Miami's roster.
Yeah.
If Jimmy Butler can coast through the regular season and then turns into He-Man in the playoff, you gotta go get another superstar, bro.
Paul George.
You have to.
Paul George.
Because that's the difference between Boston and Miami, bro. You got Jimmy Butler, who, let's be real, he's not a LeBron, he's not a Kevin Durant. He's a really good player. But he's not like this superstar caliber player.
Jimmy Butler is everything Steven Jackson was supposed to be.
Hey, I got another point.
That's the difference, man. I just you got to go get him some help, man.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, it's the roster. The roster is a big difference.
They got a bunch of G leaguers with him, and bam.
And this is the problem. You can tell. Now, I will say this: if Tyler Hero was healthy, maybe his series might be over.
If Tyler Hero was healthy, that's Tyler Hero taking that 3, not fucking Duncan Robinson.
Exactly. Tyler Hero is taking that 3 instead of Duncan Robinson. But let's not act like Duncan Robinson didn't put y'all back in the game, right? Because he hit 4 threes before that.
Facts.
You live and die. Like, he was the high hand. Give him the ball. He just
but
he ran
to that
out
point, Debo. He did, but guess what? Undrafted player. Hell, he was in the doghouse most of the season. When did he start getting playing time?
Facts.
So, like,
he was a DNP for like half the season, bro.
You look
at the box, right? You look at the box score, and you like did not play. Coach's decision. Why? Fucking Max Strauss and Gabe Vincent getting more minutes than Duncan Robinson.
Caleb Martin started taking his minutes,
which is
though.
Crazy.
Caleb Martin took his minutes.
But think about this. How can I put this? How crazy do you have to feel if you are the Philadelphia 76ers right now? Because you chose Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler.
Ooh.
Think about this shit. Because even though if these niggas fucking like choke it out or whatever, this nigga still took a 8th seed to the fucking conference finals.
Damn.
And almost beat these motherfuckers. Think about how lethal Philly would be today if you had Joel Embiid, James Harden, and Jimmy Butler on that team.
Let me one up it.
With Tyrese Maxey.
If you Minnesota, how you feel? You traded away Jimmy Butler. Imagine him with Cat.
Minnesota didn't want to win though, and Cat was too immature.
Exactly. They wanted to lose, and I get it. And he had problems, but Minnesota was a bad coach anyway. Like the way he was talking about the motherfuckers and shit, the way he talking about them in interviews, Minnesota wasn't ready to win, and I see why they traded him. But like Philly made a choice. Like they had to get him out of Minnesota because he didn't want to be in Minnesota. He wanted to be in Philly,
Thanks.
and Philly said, "Nah, nigga, we gonna choose Tobias Harris. We gonna choose this light skinned nigga."
Great value, J. Cole. Lord have mercy.
We gonna pick
come
this
on,
light
man.
skinned nigga over your black ass.
Let's just keep it as skills, man. We know Tobias Harris ain't fucking with Jimmy Butler, bro.
Hey,
We chose this fucking goldfish commercial motherfucker over
Tobias
Jimmy Buckets.
Harris.
That's crazy.
Tobias
That's
Harris
crazy.
is this era's Rashad Lewis. He looks the
yes.
part.
oh God.
Yes.
He looks the
Yes.
part.
Yes.
He
Damn.
matches the smell test, and then
The
you look
that
and you
man
see
said
shit
the
all over the
smell
court,
test.
and you like, damn, what happened?
What happened?
He's 6'10". He can shoot the three. He can rebound. It seems like he does all this stuff well.
The nigga can guard 1 through 4, 1 through
Yeah.
5.
Right.
Sometimes, like Tobias Harris should be the best player on that team, other than Joel Embiid. He should be the number 2. Like that's what it should be.
But
The problem
like
is that
Rashard
nigga plays
Lewis,
like a 4.
but like Rashard Lewis, every stop in his career is the same thing.
Yeah, man.
Like I forgot where he started. Maybe he started in Detroit. He was in Detroit, did that in Detroit, got traded to LA. Or maybe it's backwards. I don't remember. You get traded to LA. He does the same thing in LA. He's dropping 20 a game, looking great, shits the bed. Oh, now he's getting traded to Philly. Whatever he got traded to Philly for. Looks the part,
You know what?
looks great. Same thing.
He ain't nothing but another fucking Julius Randle, dog. He Julius Randle, light-skinned Julius Randle. That's what he is. He light-skinned Julius Randle.
I don't like that comp because I'm gonna be honest. Julius Randle, I never see him play without heart. He just a crash dummy.
If Julius Randle was on Miami, that a Julius Randle type guy is what Jimmy Butler needs on this team.
No, he don't.
Like
I say Paul George. I say Paul George.
Maybe I said the wrong name because the Julius Randle that I know that I watch is a motherfucker that will get empty fucking stats in the regular season. This nigga gets all the stats in the regular season, and then when it comes time to play, he in the postseason he gives up. That nigga has the worst body language of any player I've seen. When that nigga shot ain't hitting, that nigga lets you know it in his face and in his actions.
I'm just trying to get him some help.
That shit is infectious for their whole fucking team. That nigga Julius Randle, come on, putting him on Miami, fuck no. That nigga is worse than Harden.
I'm just trying to get Jimmy some help, bro. They're not getting Paul George. I know Jimmy.
Nah, they're not going to get Paul George, but that would be a match made in heaven.
Paul, you know who Paul George ain't getting traded. Paul George ain't getting traded, and here's why. Here's why Paul George ain't getting traded. And, you know, we've all played fantasy, right? Mm-hmm. Or even Madden, whatever. You know how you make this big trade for a player, right?
Yeah.
And you gave up so much. Like, it's like one of them trades you getting criticized for, right? And you're like, wow, why? Like, why the fuck did you make this deal? And you like, damn, I got to prove these niggas right. So you just hold on to him and hope that he proves you right at some point. That's why Paul George ain't getting traded. Because that's one of the worst trades in NBA history.
No,
I said this a couple weeks ago.
Because Kawhi was a signing.
Here's why.
Kawhi was a signing.
You could have got it. No. You could have got away with swapping SGA for Paul George. And you would have been like, okay. Not only is SGA 24, he just younger, first team All NBA.
Which is debatable. Like, come on now.
Hey, SGA, cool, but he automatic, bro. Let's be honest.
He should have been I say he should have been all world this year. I don't think first team was right. I think the media has too much fucking like say so on that shit. He should have been third team. Honestly, your team was ass. You was good. Your team was ass.
Hold on. Even then, though, you gave up 4 first-round picks.
That's crazy.
That's what takes it over the top. That's what makes it so fucking crazy. That's why the Clippers are going to ride that shit till it falls off because they're going to try to prove that trade right.
Because this is why they won't win. Because I said when they made the trade, I thought it was crazy. But, like, let's not act like Miami hasn't tried to get him some help. They brought in Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry was doing his thing a couple of years ago in Toronto. They bring in fucking what's the nigga that was from Indiana?
Was that TJ Warren?
No, not
Oladipo.
Oladipo, yeah.
They bring in Oladipo.
He can't stay healthy though. He can't stay healthy
to have some spark. And he been hurt. And he ain't been right since he been hurt. They just stay getting hurt.
Yeah.
It's not like haven't tried to bring in some people to help him. He just ain't getting. They just picking the wrong players. And I don't know if it's because Jimmy Butler got too much say on who they bringing in, or the front office got bad. They can't have bad fucking like they can't have bad scouts because they drafted Tyler Hero. They drafted Bam. They know people.
True.
And nothing. Bam got to take a step forward. Like
yes,
Bam got to be more
yes.
in scoring.
100%.
He can't just be on. He can't be Clint Capella. You ain't Clint Capella. Clint Capella is.
No.
I'm so perfectly fine with Clint Capella scoring 6 points.
You ain't
12,
paying
13
Bam
rebounds.
$200 million to be Clint Capella because I think Bam's contract
Right.
is like $200 million or something like
Right.
that.
You can't be Clint Capella. You making money where you supposed to be like motherfucking Anthony Davis.
At minimum, you supposed to be getting 20 and 10 a night with
You
that
supposed
contract.
to be doing 20.
At the minimum,
You supposed to be John Collins before he got caught with PEDs. Like that's what you supposed to be. And that nigga ain't like it's funny how these niggas get paid this money and then they turn back to like being a whole ass nigga like on the court. It's like damn, bro. Wait,
Hey,
you got the bag and you gave up. Like there's not another bigger bag to go out here and get. Like what are we doing?
Man, look, I would be remiss I want to say this before I move on to this next team that I want to talk about. But if Boston wins this series, think about how happy the city of San Antonio is going to be. They get redemption from the Ray Allen shit, right? Yeah. They got the number 1 pick, and they're going to get Wemby. I mean, it's a perfect situation for them. It's a great sight to see.
It worked. The plan worked. The plan that they instituted last year, they got all those picks from Atlanta, and they was going to tank for Wemby. And that's what they did, and it worked out for them.
Hey, I told y'all the NBA was gonna do Papa solid, bro. They said, "Man, you still coaching? You ain't retired yet. We're gonna do you a solid, bro. We're gonna give you one last chance. We're gonna give you Wemby. You know, we've given you Tim Duncan. We've given you, the Admiral. We're gonna give you one more.
And you got Jeremy Sokan, bro. You know what time it is."
So my question is this though: before you move on,
all right,
and I don't want y'all to have to answer. You ain't got to answer. When y'all gonna hold the Clippers as accountable as y'all did as the fucking Nets?
Oh no, them niggas need to be held accountable immediately.
Because the shit that's killing me is at this point they're worse than the Nets ever were. Because I get it that Kyrie just chose not to play because his convictions on not getting a shot, and I get it. I feel you. I fucks with it. You got something you believe in, don't do it. I fucks with it. However, that did affect how well that the fucking Nets could have played together. KD being hurt for 2.5 years, that affected that shit, right? Mm-hmm. They gave up the whole world. They gave up all their talent. They gave up all their bench to go out here and get Harden, and it just didn't work. But they did try.
The Clippers, they'll be able to continue to get away with it because of the injury bug. Because
KD was
fuck that.
Look, I'm just being real. You can look at we can look at the facts, right? I would love to see how many games PG and Kawhi have actually played together.
Bro, I think it's something like no bullshit. I think it's something like 40 games.
But like last year,
that's my point. Like people bring up
was it last year or 2 years ago?
And KD played together, but they don't do that with PG and fucking Kawhi.
Well, the difference,
Kawhi stayed hurt,
right? But the difference is these niggas asked to be traded out and leave the situation. Neither Kawhi or PG's asking to be traded. They like
because they making so much fucking money. If you was making $200 million to sit at home and be in street clothes, what you gonna do, nigga?
That's true.
Yeah, but here's the thing too. A guy like Kawhi,
yes, Anthony Davis has been fixed.
Kawhi's career was signed off on when he won in Toronto. Yeah. Kawhi could have retired after that, and he would have been straight. Kawhi can live off that Raptors playoff run for the rest of his life, and that's just what's happening.
Equivalent to Tom Brady going to Tampa and winning a Super Bowl. It's the equivalent. It's the same thing.
That's facts. That's facts.
And that's why they won't get shit for it, because what was it, 2 years ago when Kawhi tore up his knee and they were in the middle of a playoff run? It was like, oh man,
PG ain't won shit. That nigga was in the pandemic hitting the ball on the side of the fucking
yes.
goal, bro. That
nigga PG was the only nigga in the bubble that could not shoot.
PG is the most gifted person in the league. That nigga can play and defend, and he also is the sorriest motherfucker in the league. That nigga there is washed. You hear me? That motherfucker there is washed.
Washed, Debo?
Kawhi is they washed, bro. They washed. Because I'm just sitting here. I'm just being consistent with it. I give the Nets all the shit for Kawhi, for KD and all that shit. Them niggas leaving. Kyrie not fucking playing. James Harden forcing his way out of there. I understand. But yo, the Clippers have had ample opportunities to win. These motherfuckers got beat by the Mavericks last year. Who they got beat by the Suns this year? These niggas got beat. They didn't even play in the pandemic, right? Them niggas got sent home fucking early. But they was talking all that jib jab, talking about how they was the new power in LA. And you was sitting at home watching the fucking Lakers lift another fucking banner.
Absolutely.
Like, how many times? That's 4 straight years, y'all niggas, 2020, 21, 2, and 3. Y'all niggas gonna sit there and not do nothing. Somebody stay hurt. You can't get the pieces around them niggas. And let's keep it up. Russell Westbrook came in there and balled the fuck out in the playoffs.
He did.
After the whole world saw him not ball out with the Lakers. When we gonna say, oh, well, you know what? Them niggas stay hurt. They washed.
That's true. I respect it. I will say this.
4 straight years? Somebody hurt 4 straight years? Kawhi, then PG, then Kawhi, and then PG and Kawhi at the same time. Like, that's crazy.
It's crazy. I'll say this much. You know, before the Lakers won the championship in the bubble, people was like, "Oh, this got to be the hardest championship to ever be won." Soon as the Lakers won and LeBron was, you know, saying we want our damn respect. Oh, now I got an asterisk by it. Now Denver comes in and they're on the brink of the sweeping the Lakers, and they're like, "Oh, well, maybe we're gonna have to validate that bubble championship." And it's like, no, what the fuck, bro? Like, it was validated before. What are you talking about, my nigga? Like,
because people don't always do whatever they got to do. I've been arguing with people for a week about LeBron and his legacy. And
he said, I've been arguing with people for a week.
For real, because it's like people want to act like MJ didn't play for 6 straight fucking seasons of making the playoffs again, booted out that motherfucker before he won a championship.
In the first round,
like,
may I add.
He got swept twice in the first round. Like, niggas will literally post something that says, MJ has never got swept in a 7-game series. Because he got swept in a 5-game series, bitch. Like, what are you saying? Like, he got swept twice in a 5-game series. You hoes had to play 5 games to win a series
against niggas that don't shoot threes. Like, talking about.
Like, what are we saying?
We got centers shooting threes now, bro. Like, fuck out of my face with that shit.
Well, you know how
3 straight years in the playoffs.
Like, you know how it goes, bro. There's stats for everything, right? And people and the media will try to find these stats that match their agenda. And that's what it is. That's just what it is.
The worst part about it is there's stats for dick riding. And then they put the LeBron James fans at 99. But they never say that Michael Jordan dick riders got, you know, attributes of 99 either.
No, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
But, you know, it's the same shit.
Same shit. I will say this, though. Shame on the Lakers for forcing Anthony Davis to play center all fucking season. Because you got people out here saying, you know, let's be real. Let's be honest. The year they won the championship, we had Dwight and JaVale McGee. Anthony Davis played the fucking 4, right? Yes, he had a lot of blocks. Yes, he played great on defense and he shot threes. He didn't have to expend all his energy protecting the rim. He could stretch the defense on offense and he could recover in the lane from behind. Now you got him as the front line defender at the rim and you wonder why he played fucking half the season. You wonder why he ran out of gas against Yoke. Fuck you expect?
Well, they ran out of gas because them niggas was playing playoff basketball since March.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too.
These niggas they were the 12th
13
team. 13. Excuse me. At the beginning of March, and these niggas had to win and fight every night just to make it to the fucking play-in.
They had the best record after the trade
one game in the
level.
play-in.
Yep.
Right, and then you go on a hell of a run. Like, what the Lakers really need is another 4. Anthony Davis is a good 5. Anthony Davis should be better. Should he have problems with defending Jokic in the paint? Of course he should.
Everybody should.
But then at the same time, you should be able to stretch the floor and bring Jokic out to the fucking perimeter, and then niggas go get their shit on the inside. If they had a true 4, another 4, like for real, let's just call it a spade. If Bam Adebayo was on the Lakers would probably be winning the title right now.
That's true too.
Like, Anthony Davis don't have to play the 4. It's either or. Either get him a power forward, another power forward that can start, or move him back to the 4 and get him a real fucking center.
Straight up.
Like, while they bullshitting, they just should have called Dwight from fucking China. Nigga, like, this is what he should have did. I would have called Dwight. Hey, what you doing? You ching chong? You eating noodles, nigga? Bring that shit over here. Give me some fried rice on the plane, nigga, and come back.
Fuck, they got Chinatown in LA, bro. Bring your fucking ass over here, my boy.
Right, nigga. Come on. We need your ass for this playoff run, nigga. What's up?
God damn, bro. I just couldn't leave the show without giving Bron and the Lakers some shine, bro. You know, hell of a season. It felt good to knock Curry ass out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful sight to see.
Yeah,
You know?
thank you, Lakers. Thank you, Denver, for stopping this Jimmy victory lap, man.
Bro, I was close.
Unhinged.
I was close.
It would have been unhinged, man. Whew.
Do y'all think that the rumors that the media are trying to force that they trying to get Trey?
No, I don't think that's happening, bro. I doubt it.
I think Kyrie to LA is finally about to happen. I've been yelling it for about 2 years
please,
now.
God, no, don't fucking do it.
Listen,
D'Lo ain't coming back,
bro.
bro. We
if
talked about
Kyrie's
this.
taking a huge pay cut, then I see it happening. Because the reason they made it this far is because of their depth, right? You can't afford to give up that white boy, whatever his name is.
Vanilla Harden is what we calling him.
You can't, right? You can't afford to give him up. You can't afford to give up Rui.
No.
You can't afford to give up Lonnie Walker.
Man, fuck Beasley.
You can't afford to get these niggas up.
Bitch ass nigga.
And bring in Kyrie. The only nigga you can afford to give up is D'Lo. D'Lo gotta go.
But that's what I'm saying. He's out the door anyway. Because we just talked about this with Chris Paul. Some team out there is gonna give him a shit ton of money because they think they D'Lo away.
I don't know.
The Shinglong fucking Tigers, nigga.
I don't know.
Everybody saw that nigga struggling in the
I'm just saying he's only what, 26?
I think D'Lo like 25, bro.
No, I think he might be 27.
Really?
Somebody Google it. That nigga too old.
I'm telling you,
doing what he just did.
Look, some team, bro. Some team really about to think they a D'Lo away, or they gonna get Brooklyn D'Lo and think
nobody. But see, this is the problem. Nobody's a D'Lo away.
All right, just hear me out.
Is it the
what I'm
out.
saying is
just hear me out.
They think they're gonna sign the Brooklyn version of D'Lo and think, oh man, we ready.
That nigga long gone.
LA, nigga. I'm good.
Let me tell you something.
I'm telling you,
Lakers.
It happens every year.
This might sound horrible, but Lakers re-sign D'Lo, and you can do a sign and trade. Even though I hate this nigga, but it would be perfect because it would take so much pressure off of Brown for playing the point. Trade this nigga to Phoenix and let's get Chris Paul. And let's get CP3 a ring. I hate CP3. I hate CP3. But I think it would be perfect
Chris
for
Paul
LeBron.
Makes sense, bro.
I think it would be perfect for LeBron.
It makes sense. I'm not saying it don't. But like Phoenix gonna want players.
Nah, they can take a young
like that
player.
is gonna gut your fucking roster. Like niggas was talking this shit on Twitter talking about some Trey Young. Oh, we could get Trey Young to the Lakers for fucking Austin Reeves, D'Lo. And they said D'Lo, Rui Hachimura, and a first.
Hell no.
I said, what the fuck y'all think? We fucking just
to be fair, they got Jared Vanderbilt and D'Lo for fucking Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
Nigga, Vando need to get either a midi or he need to get a 3-point shot.
Look, I'm just saying, when you get one trade and you finesse it, you think you can finesse everybody. That's just what it is.
Niggas great.
Vando needs to get a midi or he needs to get a 3-point shot.
Or you just play him at the 5 because
fuck that.
All he does is rebound and.
He got fire defense. I ain't gonna stunt. He just need to get a shot. He gonna be nasty.
I just think that the Lakers need a starting point guard. I like the Kyrie. I like Kyrie. Listen, if you bring Kyrie in, absolutely that shit can work.
Bro, we're gonna have a number of vet minimums though.
It's worked before.
It's worked before, but
you upgraded at the third, and you upgraded because now you upgraded from Kevin Love to Anthony Davis. It's worked before.
LeBron's gonna be in season 21, my nigga.
Kyrie can't. LeBron can't do the shit like he used to no more. That nigga is gonna be fucking 38, 39.
Pause. LeBron looked amazing before he got injured. Let's be real.
True, and I'm not saying he didn't, but he's also 40. Like, let's just.
I got you.
It's a different.
Eventually, it's gonna catch up to him. I got you.
It's gonna catch up to him, and so he needs to play less minutes. So you need somebody that can play more minutes, and you need somebody that can actually be there to support.
Hey,
Kyrie
when
would be
not
perfect.
on that bullshit, he gonna play, 70, 80 games.
Facts.
The problem is Kyrie going to try to break the bank? Because if Kyrie's trying to break the bank, that shit can't happen. The only way it works is if LeBron take a pay cut, AD take a pay cut, or Kyrie take a pay cut. One of them got to take a pay cut in order to bring that nigga in.
It's gonna be hard because
like Russ. Well, Russ is making 50, 60 million, and the rest of your team is making 130,000 a year, nigga. Like, it ain't gonna work.
Hell no.
It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
These niggas done had a deep playoff run, and these niggas want to get fucking paid.
You
gotta keep Rui. You gotta keep Austin Reeves. I think Austin Reeves is a must on that team.
A bookend.
Because if you have Kyrie, Austin Reeves, LeBron at the 3, AD at the 4, and whoever they pull off the minimum to come in, and JaVale McGee or somebody to play the 5, nigga. That shit is a fucking fearsome team. That team can fucking play against Jokic. That team gonna be able to shoot.
Let's be real. Rui could be that 4 you was talking about if he take the next step.
Rui could be the 4.
Let's be real.
Rui could be the 4, but Rui got to play more defense.
That's true too. But he didn't do horrible against Yoke though. Let's be honest. Yoke got his, but he ain't did horrible.
The reason they was able to beat Jokic in the bubble is because they was able to throw multiple bodies at him.
Yeah.
They had JaVale McGee, they had Dwight Howard, they had Anthony Davis, and they was throwing all 3 of them niggas at that nigga, bro.
Eventually, he was gonna wear down. That's true. That's true.
That's what it is. And also, Jamal Murray is a whole new beast now. So you're gonna need somebody that can be in the
sir.
And healthy.
Yeah.
So like, and then Denver's a different team than in the bubble because Aaron Gordon is got skill, right?
Yeah.
And they also had KCP. KCP was lighting it the fuck up.
Yeah, KCP sneaky good. So yeah.
So like the Lakers need shooting, the Lakers need depth. Kyrie to that team would work. Or any young really point guard that's really good, right? Because you got enough defense on the team that you can hide anybody who isn't a defensive point guard, and you can hide that person well. The problem is they need money. And LeBron making $1 billion, AD making another $1 billion. Somebody got to take a pay cut. Now LeBron done made enough money in the league that nigga could take a pay cut. That's where I'm at. Like LeBron, if you really chasing chips at this point, you got to take a pay cut, my nigga. And I know you did it in Miami, but now you are at the tail end of you done already made the money. You're a billionaire, my nigga. You don't need to keep making billions of dollars. You can take a pay cut, restructure that deal.
Tim Duncan did it and got another ring out.
That's true too.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. If you really want another ring, you're gonna restructure. And that's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. If LeBron if he really wants Kyrie, he gonna restructure that deal. He restructured that deal, and they able to pay Kyrie and keep paying AD and the rest of that team. Lakers gonna be trouble next year.
Absolutely. And just to cap it off, I mean, this team only played a half a season together, and look how far they made it. So
true.
That's kudos to them. So I think we did a great job tonight, guys. Like this is like literally like the last minute. So Debo, I just want to thank you for coming on. I know we had a couple of players, Tyler and Chris had to hop off, but it was great to be back. Great talking, and Debo, you always welcome, bro.
I need y'all niggas to put some more fucking content out, nigga. That's all I'm saying.
It's coming, bro. Weekly.
If putting content out if you need to call me to put content out, if it's like Debo, we need you. Just give me more than 10 minutes notice, nigga. I will be on because I like to hear myself talk any fucking way.
I got you. Well, it's gonna be coming weekly. Trust me. It's gonna be coming weekly. All right, man. We're gonna catch y'all on the next one. We out. Peace.